What's going on, Ophiuchus? How are you guys out there? I hope you guys are all well. Welcome to Ophiuchus and me. I appreciate you guys for stopping by here with me today to see what's good, see what's going on. Appreciate all of you guys, old and new. Thank you so very much for all your love and support. Hope you like, hope you stay, hope you enjoy the reading. Guys, it is Saturday. And it is January the is today the 24th, and it's 9:30 9:30 p.m. Wow. Okay. I kind of just woke up like 30 minutes ago, so okay. So yeah, the 24th of January 2026. Hope it's going good for you guys so far. And hope you're staying grounded and, balanced as always. I hope everything is just, going according, not necessarily to plan, but kind of sort of, you're checking off your boxes, you're staying on task, not letting too much deter you or knock you off of your path. But when things do, you stay calm. You don't let those things, bend you out of shape or anything like that. So here we are, guys. Yeah, if you're new, appreciate you. I do Oracle, I do Index, I do 3 decks of Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to use the Tail Oracle to get us started today. All right, let's see what we get. At the bottom, it says before completion, and there is like a snow blizzard blast, something going across the US right now. So stay balanced, stay warm for those who have to bundle up. Yeah, my niece told me it was like 4 degrees, and she's like in Kansas. I'm in California. It's like 43 right now. We're very fortunate in that, right? Um, in Southern California, to not have to experience such coldness. I guess that's what we pay for. That's what my grandmother used to always say. We pay for the weather here. But yeah. Ooh. That is cold. So yeah, stay balanced and stay warm for those who have to endure all of that during these winter seasons, and right now during this whatever it's called, some sort of cold blast. But however, getting off of the weather, let's get a card out. Interesting. So now before I start the shuffle, I have here the will. Seeking the truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, return to the source, getting to the bottom of things. 48, you could be 48 years old. Also equals to a 12 or a 3. Only want one. Like you're gonna take two, okay? Oh, be at peace, guys. Number 11 here: harmony, balance, perfection, sense of well being, favorable conditions, expansion. Right. Here's our number 13 there. And it says companionship, friendliness, mutual respect, shared goals, interdependence, agreement, strengthening bonds. The Wanderer. Number 56 also breaks down to an 11, which was here too. So 11 and 13. The Wanderer. Traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, and a pilgrimage, aloneness, broaden your horizons. Okay. Yeah, people always do cover up everything now. Um, I already showed the card, so whatever, however. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so companionship. It says the focus now is on human relationships, how each person can best realize his or her individual potential within a love relationship, a family, or or the larger community, and how a gathering of individuals can come together and function as a harmonious whole. Working together toward common goals strengthens the connections between people and enriches the larger community. There is a special warmth that comes from combining forces, or gathering together with others of like mind. It is easier to withstand hardship with the support of the community, and the joyful moments of life are even sweeter when they can be celebrated with friends. Put quite simply, we need one another. Our individual qualities are uniquely ours, but they are polished and refined through interaction with others. The willingness to be open with unequivocal respect for each individual's uniqueness is the lubricant that keeps relationships running smoothly. A deep trust gradually develops between those who share a common vision and work respectfully side by side toward its realization. No matter how diverse our backgrounds may be, when we come together in an atmosphere of sincerity and trust, we can actualize even our most utopian dreams. As each member of a partnership contributes in his or her own way to the achievement of a shared goal, the bonds between individuals in that endeavor are strengthened. It takes time for our roots to grow strong in common grounds with others. The strengthening happens over time and through all kinds of climates. The totality with which we can share Our capacities and talent is the litmus test of how nourished we feel by the association. If we find ourselves withholding energy or wavering about whether to stay or go, it is a sign that we are not ready within ourselves to make any commitment, or that we simply have not found the partner or fellow travelers we are seeking. It's so much more. But since another one came out here, um, I don't want to waste too much time. So, yes, um, interactions with people, companionship with others is important, but, um, you know, if it's not just meshing or mending the way that it should, you know, it just it just is what it is. Okay. Okay. Um, a sign that you are not ready within yourselves for any commitments. Okay. So here we have number 56. The Wanderer. Okay. So it says here traveling means changes. And changes means, or it mean, and changes mean vulnerability. I would have said means, I don't know. However, the case. Traveling means changes, and changes mean tra. It does not say travel. I'm going to try this again. Traveling means changes, and changes means vulnerability. When breaking new ground, no matter how prepared you may be, sometimes you won't have a clue where you are or what is happening. Life on the road brings up all kinds of challenges you would never have to face in the safety of familiar surroundings. And unfamiliarity is threatening to the personality that needs to know where it stands. When we feel lost or out of place, we sometimes overcompensate to create an impression of keeping it all together, often with the unfortunate result of appearing downright foolish. Coping with unfamiliarity increases the need to be alert. Assume nothing and take care of yourself. Respect local customs. Remember, when in Rome, do as Romans. Whatever may have worked at home does not necessarily hold up everywhere. Be ready and willing to ask questions. Listen attentively. Be courteous and stay flexible. No one appreciates being judged as inferior, and once it happens, it creates wounds. The unhappy result of this kind of insensitivity can be that support, once given, is quickly withdrawn. Be wary of any temptation to condemn anyone or anything because it is different from what you know. Whether judgments are spoken or formed only in thought, to indulge in them will create problems sooner or later. This childish habit is a byproduct of insecurity, which puts the unfamiliar down in order to feel superior. It seldom has anything to do with anyone but ourselves. You never know when you may need help from the very person you've condemned. As a newcomer, it is wise to create a respectful and friendly atmosphere by being sincere and unpretentious. Sometimes life simply defies the best laid plans. Under such under such circumstances, all you can do is be as sensitive and as conscious as possible in the choices you make. If you are the new person in town, you may become the object of curiosity and gossip. But even if that's uncomfortable, don't put on airs to be other than who you are. Sincerity, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Oh, where was I? Don't put on airs to be other than who you are. Okay. Um, Sincerity, respect for yourself and others, and a straightforward demeanor go a long way toward paving the way for sound relations. A sense of humor helps too, for nothing puts people on common ground better than a good laugh, especially when it's shared in a comfortable and formal atmosphere. Okay. And there is more that goes with that too. So here we go. Let me turn that down. Companionship and the wanderer. So maybe some of you will find a companion um, in a in some sort of adventure that you go on, or some pilgrimage or something. I'm not too sure. Um, while traveling, whatever, on the plane. Who knows? I don't know. But let's next phase here. Get us some cards here. Let me go exchange with the other table. Give me a sec. Okay. And for some of you, maybe you've always been like the wanderer type. Um, maybe you like always, maybe you've always been just like a hermit like, or to yourself, loner type or something. And now you're thinking about, allowing someone into your space. Or maybe been thinking about what it would be like to be in a relationship, committed relationship. They smell so good. Gaining control over a situation. You listen to punk rock music a lot. Okay, here we have it. Second pile. Let's see what we get. These cards are just really not meshing correctly. I like try to pick like the right time to do videos, like when it's calm energy, not too much going on. And it never fails. Like dogs start barking, all kind of crazy energy every time I start trying to do a reading. To have um a lot of like brown items or brown your favorite color. To be continued. Like they're going crazy right now in the background. It's ridiculous. Mm, not budging. Let me put these up. Okay. Here we go. Last pile. Track and field. You ran track, or someone you know is uh, track star. Don't go along with it just for the sake of going along with it, right? The Most High is all over it. All praises to the Most High. Power YHWH. Yahweh. Alright, guys, here we are. Let's see what these cards say. Okay, here we go. Looks like it may be some more love on the table. Love at first sight. You mean the world to them. Dorm roommates, maybe ended up being like your best friend or something. Um, why is my camera doing that? Okay. Co-parenting, personal assistant, single life ain't too bad. You inspire them to be better. I'm never too busy. I'm never too busy for you, baby. Can't even more. It could be a home health aide or thinking about going into that. Well, let the Holy Spirit you. Holy Spirit activate. No war is won before the battle. The war is won before the battle begins. That's right. Don't be mad. You may need to take a day trip alone, constant disturbances, just dating, second date. Oh, only the strong survive. Yes, this is true. You're very inquisitive. Keeps you going. You have a mad shoe collection, innovative mind. I'ma be rich. Like I be, you could care less. And so, childcare provider, you are naturally beautiful. You're the whole package by leaps and bounds. You work with computers. You intimidate them because you're highly protected and a little old school. It's now or never. It's too late. Could be a little overprotective, a never ending process. You're reliable, or someone that you're dealing with is very reliable. That companionship, you're 10 toes down for you. That's who you are, that's who they are. You need to negotiate some things. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you. Jodeci, wait for the signal. I, I want to know your name. I think that's how it goes. The Whispers. College student. Your name could start with the letter X. Spend some time in nature. You could be from New Jersey or would like to visit. You're a very loving individual. So, listen closely. If only for nothing. Banjos. Something is so elementary. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I see 322 on the timer. Master manipulator, beware. There's an age gap here between the two of you. But you're putting trust in them. They won't say it to your face. They're delusional, so don't worry about it. But what's stopping you, Ophiuchus? Someone's name starts with the letter R. Robin, Rachel, Ronald, Randy. Things are moving rapidly. Rodney, Ramsey, they will not succeed. Keep the vision. There are many levels achieved. Next, stick to your beliefs and stay low key. Nobody could take away that nothing, or take away nothing God gave you or anything that God gave you. You're making boss moves. Born between 2001 and 2005. The heavens are protecting you. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. My son's best friend's name starts with a R, RJ. They're born in between these years. So, and the heavens are protecting him. because my son isn't here anymore. So I and it's his birthday, so I now am, it's in place of not really, but have to call and tell him happy birthday. That's so crazy how things like that come about. So here we have it. Homemaker, stay at home mom. Oh wow. Okay. Here we have it. Last chance. Take it easy on yourself. It will be all right. Well, it's not his. Well, yeah, his birthday's tomorrow. Yeah, not today. Oh well. A little reminder. Something is highly forbidden. You would have never thought, but yep, for sure. So sophisticated you are. Very obvious to see. Name starts with the letter N. Nancy, Neil, no, no such thing as a coincidence. They are insensitive, and time is the best form of currency. Oh, yes, I agree. So, we get three of cards, and then we can start. Thank you for being patient with me. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Or just how that happened for me, and I'm sitting here now thinking about my son. And you could be someone that, maybe was always, paired up, and now you're on a journey by yourself or something like that. I don't know. It could go either way, you know. Yeah, in the background, he's saying move on. Many levels achieved. Yeah, it could go either way, Maybe for some of you guys, you've always been in relationships, or you were in a very loving and, long withstanding, time wise relationship, and someone, unfortunately may have passed or something like that, which sent you into a space of wandering by yourself and exploring new grounds and seeing what, life is like now in this journey alone or something like that. Yeah, but it's only temporary. Well, if you want it to be. So, here we have it. Okay, here we go. We have here resistance. Yeah, being strong, not allowing anything to get to you, building up a wall, you know, things that you've been through, seen. But it is also okay to allow people into your in vicinity or environment. That's the only way you'll get to know someone. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. Um, I think this is the hangman and waking up all these different ways to look at things, you know. So, um, that's always, uh, that's always the way we should look at life, from so many different angles, But your first card out here is strength. And even though it says compassion at the bottom, um, you have to have a certain level of um, inner love, understanding, strength within yourself to have a certain level of compassion and love for a creature like this, or or something, you know. So I mean, not necessarily. He, I love all God's creatures, but Lord have mercy, you're not gonna see me, hugging the thing. So yeah, that's a whole nother level, of strength there. But yeah, love, compassion, strength, understanding here in this card. Um, and it's falling on co-parenting, the compassion. The person may be very difficult to love. Maybe you're in a relationship with them and now you're out here by yourself. Says here you could care less. So what? Single life ain't too bad. Don't be mad, And day trip alone, right on top of, right underneath co-parenting, and you can care less. It's too late, But you still have a space in your heart where you know, something somewhere about the person. I don't know. You do to hear perseverance. Okay, that bird is beautiful. Looks like a tropical bird, right? In the snow. So uh, you're a survivor. You can survive in any climate here. Okay, traveling, doing you, being beautiful wherever you are. Okay, naturally beautiful here. You stand out. Uh, you stand out in the crowd, in competition with the five there. You're gonna persevere regardless of who's around you, doing whatever they do. You care less, and so what? You've accomplished many things. You're Ophiuchus, right? you know, you're gonna keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. At number 11 there again. So number 11 could be very significant to you guys. Maybe you're seeing 1111 right now. Okay. Not too sure. But whatever it is, be honest with yourself. Okay. This dating thing. Okay. Whatever, however, just be honest. Okay. So on that note, let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get. Oh, Ficus, appreciate you guys for being here with me. First deck. Let's see what we get, you guys. Something's requiring you to be really strong. Like, be strong. Do not take one toe and lift it off of the ground like that. Do not stay grounded. 'Okay, here we go. Five of Cups. Disappointment, sadness. Like I said, you've been through it before multiple times, different relationships, however, whatever. Um, but you're on this, I guess, maybe solo journey right now, looking at it from this perspective, and do not see what's in front of you. That's your first card, love at first sight. You don't see this happening for you. You think that's only in fairy tales. Well, it may just be you. Maybe someone will feel that way about you. Mm-hmm. Six of Wands. Underneath compassion. Talks about victory, being seen. After this Five of Wands, you stayed strong through the drama, the attacks, the BS. So here is your Wheel of Fortune now. The wheel is turning for you in this life of yours. You are very beautiful, very confident in who you are. You're sitting there on your throne here, naturally beautiful, holding it down in your fiery space right now, doing you, really active right now at this time. Maybe you have a lot of different types of projects going on too, very proactive and productive. And that's just the way it should be because you're constantly ascending and growing. Like I said, you out here shining regardless. That's what it's supposed to be right now for you at this time. Okay. Five of Swords. Anxious, worry. There, those things kind of are not really what you are about. You're so focused on being honest about things. What is there to worry about? Um, Maybe you make people nervous because you're so honest. Five of Swords, Five of Pentacles, five and a five represents change. So things are definitely changing for you and around you. Five of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. Maybe also a worry of um, feeling like you would not have something. Um, or feeling like you have, a lack of resource of or something or someone. Uh, and even with this co-parenting thing, uh, could have been a relationship. Like I said, you stayed so strong through it all. You didn't let it break you. You stayed proactive, stayed moving forward. With the co-parenting, you try to just, stay afloat, um, stay positive, you know, um, even when this person, thought that they were going to leave you depleted or something like that. Like, no, it's your time to shine, basically. The war is won before the battle even begun, So, whatever you guys were going through, it was already written anyway, a long time ago. So, just kind of had to figure it out. Um, Eight of Cups, yeah, and walk away from the nonsense, whatever, however. Only the strong survive. Yeah. Only the strong survive. And that's why you walked away, because there was so much heartache and pain uh, that was attached to this relationship that put you in a space of being in your hermit, hierophant space. You had a commitment with this person, you were married to this person, but you divorced and went within, found God here, the hierophant, judgment, started learning about other topics of, you know, higher learnings. Hmm. My Two of Pentacle cards, I look at that like the ultimate balance of life, like where you've been at, where you are, and where you're trying to go. So like I said here with the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, with you just being just ever so honest, you just are how you are. Um, in this Two of Pentacles on top of all of that, it's just like, you had to really look at life, and you could not allow someone to put you in a space of making you feel less than who you are or what you deserve. With you being this bright colored bird and that snowy, cold, like type, you know, environment. Um, no, no, like maybe the person tried to change you or something. It says here, master manipulator. Um, it's now or never. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Something's going on there. even with that decision, you had to be honest with yourself. Um, and you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, it with the Three of Swords, with the like I said, painful situation. The four, they look all sneaky right there. The one-eye bandit thing going on. So it's like, just trying to hold on to you for the sake of holding on to you. Um, it wasn't genuine, you know. But at a certain point, and you figured that out, and you rose to the occasion and realized that you're bad by yourself. Okay, bad by yourself to the Ten of Cups. Like, you make a happy life all by yourself. But that's, I guess, your goal, or was your goal, or is your goal. Just to have a happy family here. So here you have the Knight of Wands. You are all about the your life, your action, how you see life. You're gonna do it how you want to do it. You're not afraid to, you know, go out there and hunt. You know, go make your own money, get your own food, cook it too. You're really young, or have a young spirit about yourself. Okay, with the Queen of Wands here too. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you for being here with me. Come back and rock with me anytime, guys, here on Ophiuchus and Me. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys so very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, please, and thank you. And of course, only if you like. I appreciate it all. If you're still here with me right now, thank you guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Here we go, second deck. Let's see what this deck gives us. So we have here Temperance. Thank goodness for that. Very tempered. Um, you weigh your options. You look at things before you just, you know, go crazy or jump to conclusions or something. Well, well, well. So we have here that Emperor to your Empress here. So either, like I said, you guys are married, okay? Or now this is the person, the love at first sight that sees you in the background. It's Fantasia, When I See You. Okay. So, I don't know, maybe that's how you felt about the person when you first met them. Who knows? And that's so unfortunate how things just fall apart, like that. And you grow apart in situations, unfortunately. How that happens, but it does sometimes. So the Ten of Wands. in reverse here. Hmm. This person won't give you any burden, any grief. Oh, yeah. Ace of Pentacle. It's a new opportunity. You've been so honest with yourself, and that's why you had to walk away from what was, because this person was not your uh, actual match. Frequency wise. Wow. Yeah, frequency wise. Right now, here, right next to Emperor. So here's your Five of Wands here. Five of Wands. Strife, competition. You've had enough of that. You've been there. You've done that. So now it's time for you to reap. Queen of Pentacle, Ace of Pentacle, Queen of Pentacle, Eight of Wands. Movement. Things are moving rapidly. Okay. This right here, Emperor, falling right on top of each other. I don't know how else to say it, but this part right here, this part is the truth. All right, so I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you so very much. It's the last deck. Let's see what we get for you guys. I'm like stuck. Like, do I want to use this deck, or do I want to go back in with the owls? Yeah, why not? Clarifier is a smaller deck. All right, guys. Split it on Seven of Swords and the Hermit. So yeah, so, you were told some things throughout maybe, your marriage that wasn't right, and this person trying to hold on to you, hoping that you never see their nonsense as nonsense and or walk away and be this wanderer. But judgment is what it is. Yeah, they were still trying to hold on. But yeah, you call judgment on the whole relationship here. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Uh, I don't know if you can read it. Ten of Pentacles is Ten of Cups. You really striving for happiness, basically. That's your goal. Shouldn't that be everybody's goal? Just love and happiness. Okay, here we go. So here's a Nine of Swords. And it used to bother you a lot. Used to think about things too much, maybe. What about this? How about that? Is this going to be that? You just think you finally just dropped it all. The Knight of Pentacles coming out first in reverse. So this here, Knight of Pentacles is methodical, taking your time, planning. Mm, things are moving rapidly. This is not going to be anything that love at first sight. Wow, with the Emperor. Love at first sight. They know what they want, and they're definitely not going to walk away from you. They are here for companionship. They are here to start a new road with you, to explore, to see what it do. All right, Page of Pentacle in reverse. They're not coming with no baby, small offer of such. This is big time, big leap. Not saying, oh, financial material. No, just saying this is not going to be someone that just wants to play in your energy. So here, Knight of Cups in reverse. If they're not coming and offering you love, there's it's not the one. But the Six of Swords at the bottom indicates, like, can you see the word? Peace and being at a space. Like in the background, right? Shantae's got a man at home. Like you be at peace, like, my man's at home. My woman's at home. I'm about to head out. See you later. So you went from a space of being in a relationship, thought it was that forever, and it didn't pan out to be that. You went into a space of wonder and learning and growing, and then opening your heart again to here comes this person, love at first sight, um, that's not going to play with you, about you, um, nothing like that. So yeah, appreciate you, Ophiuchus, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourself. Bye, guys.